Hi guys, welcome to the video number 291, and in this video I'm going to talk about the local windows, watch windows and immediate windows in the Excel VBA, right? And the same applies to the Access VBA also. So this is the I actually received this question from somebody on my mobile, and so I wanted to actually talk about this today. Now if you're watching the channel for the first time, we have 290 videos on Excel VBA, Access VBA. You can go through all these different playlists which we have created, as you can see here. And this video I'm going to upload on this Excel VBA Access interview questions, where we have already gotten 23 amazing videos, right? So I just actually clicked on it. The video was almost like about to play. Anyways, so when you click on this playlist, let me click here. Actually I should have clicked here. You get to see different videos. Now these are all the videos, if you're preparing for the Excel or the Access or the Excel VBA interview, then please go through all these videos. They are really going to help you a lot, right? But I believe that before you watch these videos, you should be very good in Excel or Excel VBA, whatever your kind of the category you are looking forward to. So in this video also, I'm not going to talk about the basically we are going to understand this from the perspective that you already know VBA, right? And you can also go to the Excel VBA introduction series. You can watch these introductions to the macro editor, and part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, all the videos are there, right? So if you don't have any idea, anyway, so right now I'm going to start this. So let's go to the developer tab, and this is my developer tab. Now remember, I'm going to talk about the local window, immediate window, and there is another window called watch window. Basically, what is it? So we will, to understand this, I will simply write here one code, okay? And let me just name it as VBA test. Okay, let me increase the size of this so that you can see it. So from the editor you can actually increase the size as well. Let me make it 12. Perfect. Okay, now see this. Whenever you declare any variables in your VBA, let's say I declare dim I and then dim j and then let's say dim k, okay, and I said that k is equals to I plus j, a simple code, right? And I said that I is going to be equals to let's say 10, 19 or maybe, and j is equals to 1, right? So we have declared 3 variables in this code. Now what happens when you write the codes, and when you are on the debugging mode, when you are on the testing mode, before you want to send it to somebody or to your team, you want to definitely test that everything is good with the code, it is actually working the way it should work. So there, when you do the all this testing using the F8 mode, F8 is basically the command to run the code step by step, right? I have explained all this these things in the introduction series. So now what happens when you run this code, you want a window which can actually directly can show you these values I, j and k, so that you can address these values from there, right? And you can see that how the result is coming. So in order to do that, you go to the view option and you click on the local window. When you click on the local window, by default VBA will insert all these variables in that window. You don't have to go there specifically and drag or some sort of that stuff you need to do. You can see here I, j, k automatically coming. I even haven't started this code yet. That is the reason they are showing empty, right? So the moment you run them, what happens, they start giving you the values. So in this way you can have a good grip on the variables. You will have a more visibility, as in if the values which you're assigning, if they are coming correct or not, and the functioning which is supposed to happen is actually it is functioning in the same way or not. Now this is a very simple, obviously, the code, so here I may not need that, right? But still, when you make the complex codes, when you really deal with a lot of objects, or maybe with the the variables, where you have 20-30 variables coming, or maybe in the arrays specifically, this window, this local window is very useful. Trust me, I have used it many times in my all these videos. Now this is all about the local window. Now what is actually called the watch window? Let me first run this, finish this, you see the local window is gone. I mean the variables are gone, but the local window is still there. I can close it. Now sometimes what happens when you have declared let's say 20 variables, so having the look of the 20 variables on the local window is kind of clumsy. You may be irritated by that, because after all you just need to focus on one or two variables, right? So to do that, when you want to only focus on one or two variables out of those hundreds variables, you use the watch window, because local window by default when you will on it, it will show all the variables. What if you don't want all the variables to be displayed? You want to focus only on one variable. Let us say that, right? In this case, I want to focus only on the J. So I am not going to use the local window. So in that case, what you will do, you will simply select this, right click on this, and you see that you have the add watch. Or you can simply go to the view and you can also use the watch window from here. That's all up to you, right? I generally prefer this. I select this and I click on the add watch. The moment you click on the add watch, in the expression you get to see here J, and you click on the OK. The moment you click OK, this window would come. Now this can be resized. In my case it is appearing on the top. In your case it might appear on the left or the right. That doesn't matter. As you can see, I can actually reduce the width and similarly the height of this, because I am just using one variable, so this window is fine for me. Now guys, the important point which is to understand here, there is no I, there is no K here. So watch window is actually you are putting the watch on a variable of your choice. The moment I run this, you see the I is executed, but we are not able to see the I anywhere. The moment I run this J, you get to see here 1. So it is going to be used only to check the value for the J. Similarly, if you want, let's say K also, no problem. You can again just select this and by double clicking it, and then once it is selected, you can right click on it and can put the watch. The moment you click OK, you see that it will be there. So it is not that every time you put the watch for the different variables, different watches will be created. It is going to be in the same watch. You will have all the information in the same watch. So this is how it will work. Now when I press F8, what will happen, this I plus J is going to be added. As you know, it is going to be 20. So I mean, in this way of your choice, the choice of your variable you can put in this watch. Now this is also fine. I mean, you must be thinking that this is fine, all right, a good option, but still I can manage it with the local variable. But then I can tell you one thing, one of the greatest use of this watch window is if you have a VBA syntax written. For example, if I write this range, let's say I'm going to write here range, and I will write here A1 dot value, okay, equals to, let's say I write K into 100, okay. And then one more thing I want to write, in the A10 what I want to display is the value of from the A1. This is what exactly I want to do, okay. So we will have in the A10 a value which would be equals to the range A1, and the range A1 is going to be equals to K into 100. So answer is very simple. But what I want to show you, let me first delete all this. We don't need this. So you select this and press delete. Again press delete. They are gone, okay. Now when you run this code, you see that I and J and K, obviously if I put my local window here, let me on my local window. So now you have both the things. On the top you have the watch window. Let me close this VBA properties window, and here you have the list of all the variables. But the point is, for the VBA syntax is like this, range A1 dot value, local window will never show you these syntaxes, because local windows will always show you the variables, right? So you can also do one thing, you can completely put this here, you can drag this in the watch window. Look at this. This is something you can't do in the local window. Local window is only there for the variables, but the syntaxes which are actually giving you some values, like range A1 dot value is not a variable, you know that it's a complete VBA syntax, right? So that is also you can use in the local window. So when you're going to run this, look at this, it says 2000, right? Ultimately the 2000 will be printed here, but that is not actually I'm interested in. I wanted to tell you that you can also have a look on these kind of syntaxes. They really help us a lot. So this is all about the watch window and the local window. Now what is the immediate window. Now immediate window is also available here. You can see immediate window. The shortcut key for this is Control G, right? So if I press the Control G, for example, I'm going to press the Control G, you see that the immediate window comes here, and it is always going to be here. I don't think so you can move it. Oh yeah, you can move it. But I never actually moved it, but yes, you can. By default it is going to come here very nicely. You know, it is going to place itself within this. You are going to take a little bit below portion of your this window, but it is good. Now where we use it, that is the important point. Now immediate window, we use it with the sign of question mark. Now for example, if I run this code, for example, this is what I have done so far. Now let's say you want to find it out that what would have happened if the value of the I, you know, would have been, let's say 100. Okay, then the, or maybe let me change the question. Now you see that the value in the k is 20, but let's say you want to see that the value for the k, which is coming 20, what would be the 7% of it. Let's say you're doing some calculation, right? So you can do it right away in the immediate window. To see that, you just put the question mark and you write k. The moment I write question mark and k, I press enter, what will happen? You will get the answer in the immediate window, which is coming 20. Very nice. Similarly, if you put the question number and then you write the I, what will be the value? You will get 19. Is it correct? Of course it is correct. The I value is 19. Let me remove everything. Now let's say I write question mark and I write k into 7%. This is my 7%. I press enter. What is the value? You're getting here 140. Right? So in this way, guys, this is the immediate window to do the quick checks. And also we can also use it sometimes to, you know, by using the debug.print command, which is to basically give us the, you know, we use it also to fetch the, to get the information on the errors. But that is something I'm not going to actually talk about right now. This is a simple concept I'm taking, and I want to tell you that with these kind of you know, simple terms, I think it will be easy for you to understand the things. So you have immediate window, you have watches, you have the locals. To summarize, locals are used for all the variables by default. You don't have to really you cannot be choosy here. VBA will display all the variables. If your list is very long and you want to focus only one or two variables, use the watch window. Simply select that variable, right click on it, and you would see the option watch window, right? Or otherwise, in other way also we can use it. If there is some VBA syntax which you think that it should give you some value, you can directly select that value like this, and you can drag it here in the watch window, or maybe you can right click and, you know, you can simply say that add watch. The immediate window is to do the quick calculations. If you let's say want to do some calculation here, you know, all those plus, subtraction, division, whatever, you know, the immediate window is a very good option. You can simply, you will have to actually prefix it with the question mark. So this is all about the immediate window, local window, and the watch window. Next time if you get this question in your interview, please clear the interview and let me know about it in case if I have missed out something, or you can also comment on the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys, and we will be back very soon talking something else on the Excel VBA. Thank you so much for watching.